Now that we have established, how Jonas from the series The Polygamist is a dog, Jonas is a serial babist, Jonas is a womanizer, can we also discuss how this series, The Polygamist on Netflix, can we also discuss how it is so much of a trigger to a lot of people here in South Africa, a lot of women specifically, a lot of women. The reason why some of you all are getting worked up is because this series is a reflection of some of y'all's reality out there. But I'll get to the point. Can I just state that, after seeing how Jonas, after studying his pattern and his behavior, I think it is safe to say that Jonas is like a parasite. If you understand biology, if you understand how parasites exist, a parasite cannot exist without a host, right? If you understand biology, you'll understand what I'm saying, that a parasite cannot exist without a host. In order for a parasite to exist, there needs to be a host, right? Because a parasite feeds off of a host. It reproduces on a host. It indirectly or directly harms a host without entirely, killing it at the same time. So if you've watched the series and you've seen studied Jonas's patterns in the series, you'll realize that this guy is actually a parasite. And he needs hosts like Abo Matipa, ama host afana nabo AC, ama host afana nabo Lindani, etc. He needs those people in order for him to exist. Now, let me go back to the point that I was saying, that a lot of people are actually triggered by this. How many women do we know out there? How many women do we know out there who will comfortably, without no shame or fear, go into a relationship with a married man, especially a rich married man, and use the excuse of, we all want a piece of that cake. We all want a piece of that cake. You see, what gets to me the most, I've watched the series. I'm not done with it because it triggers me so much. Seriously. But we've watched this seriously, and as I'm watching it, I realize how the plot thickens, or how they twist when the plot twists. And then Umatipa starts off as a person who came in as a side chick, who will do anything to get a position or to get ahead in life, even if it means sleeping with the CEO and whatnot, right? Starts off by that. She doesn't care what Jonas is married. She doesn't care if there's a Joyce in the picture. She doesn't care. And that's a reality of a lot of women out there. There are women out there who will go into a relationship knowing very well that this person is married and use excuses as if, I would rather date a married man, or I'd rather sleep with a married man, knowing what I'm going to disturb it, rather than to find somebody who's on shitel. Logic out of the window. I still don't get that logic. I still don't get the thinking behind now my excuses now. Because there's a lot of women out there that we know, that we live with. Some of them are our sisters, some of them are our cousins, some of them are our friends, who go into a relationship with a married man, binds all of those shenanigans, and when shit hits the fan, just like Abu Matipa, just like Abu Lindani, they come back and they want to become victims. I mentioned earlier on that Jonas is like a parasite. Jonas is like a flipping tick. Imbungulu. Once you allow Imbungulu to use you as a host, at the end, you're going to get harmed one way or the other. Let us discuss the real issue. A lot of people are focusing only on Jonas, guys. That's what gets to me the most. I'm seeing these status. Hi, Jonas. Jonas. Yes, Jonas is a dog. We've established that. It's not going to change. But let us also address the real issue. Because now, as the series goes on, I see Umatipa now. They are portraying Umatipa as a victim in all of this. They are portraying Lindani. Yes, she's a young girl who was taken advantage of, but she had a choice in all of this. There's a point where Umtanaga Jonas was having a discussion before they all find out who Jonas is actually, or Mr. J. There was a point where Jonas's daughter asks Ulindani, are you sure this guy's not choosing your friend? When Zadine Kathleen 45 years old. Before we can get to the point where people are like, I know they are victims. Same as AC. The official second wife. The one who actually gave Jonas imali to go and study. She had a choice. At that store when they went to go buy baby clothes and Jonas said, umuntu kamagesh. And she went along with that lie. See what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? Which in order for Jonas to exist, there needs to be a host. There needs to be a host. A lot of women out there, that's their reality. They allow Jonas to actually be parasites in their lives. They allow themselves to be hosts to parasites like, oh, Jonas. Yo, guys, let me finish the series. I'll come back with another video to give you a different perspective. But for now, I'm sticking on this one.